It's a collection of photos from everywhere, mainly Sverige. And what was kind of cool is Piratförlaget came along and said, would you be interested in doing a book? And instead of me having to go away for 6 months to a cabin in Norrland and write a book and, you know, get all disastrous about my life, I had the book. I had it already, you know. So this is my first photo. It's basically, I mean, I think it's great because I think you would walk past this maybe 100 times, and I just saw it and I thought it was really cool that it was the first, like, the problem that the window cleaner first faced. You know, the business was in a lot of trouble because the ladder's short. I shouldn't really be explaining these because I'll make them really unfunny. This is my second favourite. This is my son. It's my little boy there, Frank, and he makes his appearance on page 22. He just pressed the button and just started screaming, and I thought, it's just such a great moment. You know, when you've copied the email, you maybe taken it from a Word document, and then you got to press send, and then that thing on a Mac starts spinning around, the rainbow of shame, and it's just that moment, and I thought it was really great. It was like, Fika! So, but you know, the whole process of picking the photos, you know, came down to a couple of, you know, it wasn't just my decision, which was great. It was a team effort. And, you know, there are some photos that people just love, but I kind of think, how do you find that funny? You know, I mean, I think that's hilarious. I think an ape, I think the Planet of the Apes, you know, on wheelchair, I just think it's funny. And there's no victims in this book, you know. There isn't any nasty photos where people, you know, I don't know if Bob Stevens, you know, it was the only way he could find his car. You know, there aren't any victims, so it's great. It feels kind of cool, and I just hope, you know, I hope people love it. I think they will. I feel pretty happy about it. Well, I'm delighted that part of it just blows me away. It's part of the Fika tour, but I've done the show with the photos from about 2010, I think, early 2010, and I probably take about 100 photos for every show. I did Melbourne, which was like 30 nights, so I must have like 15,000 photos. So I just had to go through them and pick, but I wanted them to have a Swedish kind of feel, you know, which I think there is. And then I sort of give it a deadline to sent them over, and then they were put all on the big table, Matthias and Klaas and myself, and we just went through them, and and they were like, love it, and I was like, okay, you know, you have to sometimes hand over with these things. I mean, there's been a review of it already. It said it was really, really good and very funny, but it said it wasn't a book, which I dispute. I really dispute that. I think it is a book, but I know what he means when he say it's not a book. It is. I mean, Piratförlaget told me not to say this, but you know, I think it's a go to the toilet kind of book. You know, that's the market I'm trying to get. You can just sit there doing your business and just reading it. It's just don't get things mixed up when you're cleaning yourself up. So this is kind of the process that I go through. This is a hotel lobby, and I'll just leave. I might take a photo of that, R2-D2, and then I go through the lobby with camera, and I basically can go left or right. So I choose left, which that lady in front wasn't that amused by. And you never know what you can see. I don't take photos like every 5 or 6 seconds. That to me there is the easiest little shelf there. Look at that. He doesn't need that. And then he could take a photo of that. And then that woman there wishing that guy was a bit taller to protect her from the sun. So there we go. And then I don't know if any of these are funny. but for me, being English, that sort of says her clip, and then I'd be really paranoid if I was dyslexic, because I thought they would say her penis, and yeah, you don't need that. And then this sums up Sweden for me. How lonely do you have to be just to sit there and just watch the traffic and life go by? Varsågod Sverige, varsågod. Tjena. There's quite a few of the homeland in Breding, where I live, which is kind of, it's quite a good place for photos actually, but this here, that's actually, I walk past that every day when I go. It's kind of cool that the whole photo book is about things that we miss every day, but I walk past that every day, and I've actually got a photo here. Hold on. There's my son actually, little Frank, who's having quite a big appearance in this interview, and he's with the elephants, so that kind of works. But yeah, those elephants, I mean, he's not a hobbit or a midget or anything, he's a normal sized kid. They're just quite big elephants.